Hello there, guys. I got a tough one for you today. We are playing white and we want our pawn to go all the way to h8 and promote, and then we can win. The problem is this bishop, firstly, it's in the way, and secondly, it's a light squared bishop, and we need to have a dark squared bishop to be winning this for sure. But as it's our turn now, the king is not ideally placed for black, we can still win this. But it's not easy to find. So pause the video and see if you can calculate this one all the way to the end, how white wins. Go ahead. All right, welcome back. So let me just start by saying like a random king move. Well, not random, trying to get the king in better position. Well, it's a draw instantly because black has this tactic to play to g1 and attack the pawn, and he will take it. So we have to start by moving our bishop. The question is where? I thought this one was a good move first. Obviously, cannot take it. Then we will go 2 steps and it's uncatchable. But it's not right. Black will simply play king e3, block the king out, and then go towards f4 and really win, not win, but manage to save a draw. Let us look at this. If we play h4, he comes to f4, and then of course we can play the bishop either here or here. Let's do this. I think that's the best try for white. We are blocking everything here, so we cannot attack. And of course he cannot attack down here. Then we simply run. But the king can come to e5, and really we cannot stop him from getting into the corner. So he doesn't have to take this pawn. He can just put in his king in the corner and we cannot do anything. It's a theoretical draw with the bishop of the wrong color and a corner pawn like this. Okay, so let's do something else. Bishop f1 could also be something to block everything here, but it's really not the ideal place for the bishop. Black will do the same, walk the king to e3, and really it will try the same variations. We can look at something like this, but the king come to e5, we can even go to f5, and like this we have nothing to do. Okay, so let's look at how we are winning this instead. We are playing the bishop. It has to go to this exact space, has to go to d7, and you will know why later on. Okay, now let's look at this. If black, he always goes to e3. Look at king f3. It's a very, very simple win for us. Then we go to d4. He pushes here, and then we simply play h4. And look at this. He cannot go anywhere closer with his king. He has to go back, and then we just run this pawn. So after bishop d7, king always goes to e3. He has to block our king out, and he wants to go either way and then go to e5 and then to the corner like this. But here, now the plan is easy. We play h4. The king comes to e4. That's the best one. He doesn't want us to get our king into d4. We will have the same as we looked at. So he wants to stop, keep on blocking our king out. Getting to e5, we cannot stop that. And he wants to go to the corner. But that's why we need the bishop exactly on d7. Now, first, we push the pawn again. This is already blocked, so the king goes to e5. Now we actually have two variations. Maybe you can want to pause the video again. We have two variations that leads to a win from here. Go ahead and pause if you need. Okay, let's do the simple one. They all lead to the same position. h6. The king comes to f6, and that's why we needed the bishop on d7. We didn't want to put it anywhere here because then black could attack it on the end, and we didn't want to get it to c8 because we wanted the bishop to be able to come to e8. And look at this, we don't need our king. We are blocking this out with the pawn and the bishop, like this. Forced to go somewhere, either go down or go further away from the pawn. It doesn't matter. Wherever he goes, we will just push the pawn and he cannot stop it anymore. So going back to, I said there were two different variations. We don't have to push the pawn to h6. We can start with playing the bishop also to e8. Now black has a little bit of better defense, trying to go to e6 and then play h6 and then go here. If we now push the pawn, he will catch up. Or if we move the bishop away somewhere except here, he can also catch up. But easiest for white is just to do a tempo move with the king. He is still blocked out, and now he has to move somewhere. And then we push the pawn and promote and win. So that's how we win this as white. It's very, very hard, I think, from the beginning to see the only move that wins, which is bishop d7, with the plan to go here and then just let the bishop and the pawn work their own way up to h8. We don't need the white king, actually. We will win this even with only these two pawns, these two pieces, sorry. All right, thank you for watching this. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day, everybody. Bye bye.